All right, you guys, are you ready for another very exciting wild discovery right in my own backyard? Because this time I have brought to you raccoon babies! There are a pair of raccoon babies in my own backyard. I was totally stunned when I glanced up from writing in my joy journal while relaxing next to Chips on our deck, and what did I see playing in the dead tree in the ravine behind our house but a pair of very fluffy raccoon babies. This was very exciting because it is one of the few times I have ever seen raccoon babies in person in real life, and Chips was very excited to see these fluffy little ones too. I was really surprised at just how playful they were. It's towards evening here, well after 7 p.m. Their mom originally was peering out at us from this big tree cavity that she had hidden herself in, and I was excited enough to think that I had just seen the raccoon that lives in our ravine for the day, but after she wandered away, I noticed that there was still some movement inside of her tree cavity home. And sure enough, two young raccoon kits kept sticking their noses out, and one of them climbed up on top of the entrance to the tree cavity, spent a very long time chewing on the bark, and the other one was busy rolling around inside with his tiny little tail flopping out and his tiny little feet poking out, and every now and then he would stick his snout out and sniff up at its brother or sister up above it, and it was just so ridiculously cute and adorable. I know a lot of people have strong opinions about raccoons, as some may call them the trash pandas, but the raccoons in our ravine have always been very well behaved. We've only ever seen the raccoon about 3 times now, and once or twice has been at night when it startles all of us when it walks onto our deck and turns on the automatic light, and we rush to see what kind of intruder is coming to steal my birds, and it just turns out to be a very startled raccoon. But we really like it. We enjoy watching it. We actually have a video from last year when we were up in my office and looked out the window, and there was the raccoon just lounging in a tree very close to this one. And now we know why. It seems to be where she has made her home. Who knows how many years she has been successfully raising her kits right in my very own backyard, under my nose. And I'm just so excited to know she and her family are going to be out there. And I also wanted to point out to you guys, remember, I am not in the middle of the countryside finding these animals. I get so many questions about how I'm able to find so much wildlife, but just like the bat that I showed you guys a little while ago, I'm in the middle of the city. I'm finding all of these things just by looking out my window and paying attention for movements in the leaves. I'm less than a mile away from a gigantic downtown, and less than a mile away from the biggest football stadium in the United States. I'm pretty sure you guys have some wild discoveries of your own waiting for you. So just be sure to keep your eyes out, and you never know what you might find right in your own backyard. If you want to check out all of our specimen spotlight and adventure vlogs and the vlogs we have over at the vlog channel, you'll see that I have found an abundance of adventure just by looking outside in even the most city, urban environments. It's really surprising where you can find these kinds of natural discoveries. So good luck, everyone, and remember, stay curious!